y'all, it's Amy. I'm going to be doing my second trying to conceive video today for you. Excuse my look. I was about to go work out earlier and I got some news, and so I just decided to come home and have some horrible food and have some comfort food like my Hershey's candy bar that I have somewhere around here. But anyways, it really wasn't horrible news. It was actually exciting news. My sister is pregnant and she's 4 weeks, so I'm really excited for her, but at the same time, she's my younger sister, and I always thought I would have a baby before her, but we've had a lot of issues and different things like that, and that's one of the reasons I have not done a video in a while. I've been very kind of sad and depressed about just not being able to get pregnant. We've been trying almost 3 years now, and no luck at all. So, yeah, so that's why I'm looking all horrible today. But anyways, I just want to kind of let you guys know what's going on with me and everything, and sorry if you see a cat or dog jump up. I have a cat named McLovin and a dog named Sandy, and so you might hear her or you might see my dog. So, anyways, just some stuff that's been going on with me. We did go to the infertility doctor in Dallas for my husband. And when we first went, he just did kind of a consult and talked to us about what all he was going to do. He looked over all my husband's files and everything and just tried to see what was going on with all that. And he decided to do a genetic blood test just to make sure everything was okay before they went any further. But they did find out from the consult, they did a thing where he had to stand up while we were in the office for 5 minutes. And then they checked his testicles to see if there's any veins that were enlarged, which they call like varicose veins, or they call it varicose, I guess, when it's in the testicles. But if any of those veins were enlarged, that could be a possible cause of infertility. And actually, after he stood there for 5 minutes, the doctor looked, and he did have veins that were enlarged. And so they think that's probably definitely what was causing it. And what happens when these veins are enlarged, it heats up the testicles inside and keeps the sperm from staying alive and everything else. So, but there is a thing they can do for it, so that is good. There's good news about that. They can do a surgery where they go in and cut the bad veins that are enlarged and everything and leave the good ones. There are a lot of risks with this surgery. He could, when he goes in, he could cut the wrong vein, and then he could lose basically that testicle. It could just shrink up because there's no blood flowing to it or whatever. But that's like a 1 in 1,000 chance, so it's not a huge chance, but it's a chance of happening. But if that happens, then we have like a 60% chance of getting pregnant after that with either IVF and sometimes natural. I can't tell you the exact percentage because I don't have it written down, but I have a folder about all of it. And maybe I can try to give you guys a couple links below to what all this means. But anyway, so he had them do that blood test, and that during the consult he looked at the testicles and everything else while we were in there. And that was all pretty good and everything. So he told us to come back in a month. And I forgot to tell you guys this too. He put him on Clomid just because to see if that would raise his testosterone, which would raise the sperm count. And so he got put on Clomid for a month to see if that would happen, which is kind of funny because, guys usually, you don't hear about guys getting on Clomid, you always hear about girls, but he said it can raise your testosterone to make your sperm go up. So that was pretty cool to hear about that. So he told us to come back in a month. And so that's what we did. Came back in a month, and he had to give him a sperm sample before we went in, and they checked it before we had our next appointment that day. And when we went in, they told us that his sperm count was 230,000. And I don't know if you heard any of my numbers from the last times when he's had his sperm checked, but I think it was the first time it was checked, it was 3 million. Second time it was 1 million, 0.5. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, 1.5 million, and then 730,000, and then this one that we went to just a few weeks ago, it was 230,000. So it steadily went down, and so that was not good news, but it just kind of proved that the medicine doesn't work in everybody, and he didn't really need it. His testosterone and everything was actually pretty good when they went in, so it just kind of proved that he needs to probably have this surgery done, and he said our really only options are to have the surgery and do IVF, or just to try maybe IVF, and we might have a little bit of chance of doing it because he does have some sperm, or to do the surgery and maybe get pregnant naturally. But they gave us all these papers and everything to talk to us about, and just to let us know about everything, lots of research and stuff and what they've found. And it is a pretty pricey procedure, the surgery is. And IVF is really pricey as well, as all y'all know, most of y'all know. It can be very pricey. So we have a lot to think about because we do have insurance, but this doctor is out of network and they only cover 50-50. But he is the best at what he does. He specializes in male reversal vasectomies and things like that. So he's very good at what he does. He's one of the only few that does it in Texas. So basically what we'll have to do is schedule the surgery, and then they'll call us back and tell us how much that they'll cover, insurance will cover. And I did call our insurance after that, and they said they do cover, that, and they do cover IVF up to only $15,000 per lifetime. So, and I've heard, IVF can run up to that much sometimes, one time. So, we just have to figure out all this. And so when I got back home, when I started my period next, I called my OB that we've been referred to, and told her about what all they told us. And she called me back and just told me that they can't do IVF in their office, so they're going to refer us to a doctor in Dallas, Frisco, and they could start talking to us about IVF and all we can do from there. So that's kind of what our plan is, and we're really, really worried about the price part of it because we don't have tons and thousands of dollars just laid aside for this, and I just want to be a mom, and I know it'll happen somehow, and so if this IVF we can only do it one time and it doesn't work out, then we will try adoption. We're going to start looking into that and everything else, but and maybe if the surgery will work, maybe we can get pregnant. But right now we're at a point right now we're trying to figure out, how much all this is going to cost and if we can do this and everything else. It's just kind of discouraging whenever, we're two really hard-working, middle class people, and it's so sad that you can't become a parent as much as you want to become a parent. It just makes you really upset. But I'm trying to stay positive and then just go from here. Trying to take care of myself. Started working out, doing Weight Watchers. I've lost about 7 pounds, so it's not a lot, but I'm a very emotional eater, so a lot of this has kind of affected me. And then like I said today, I found out the news my sister is pregnant, which, like I said, I'm very happy that she's pregnant because she does have PCOS. She was positive on the PCOS, when they did her blood test, it was positive for that. But mine isn't, so we still have a lot of tested, to figure out if there could be a chance that I was or whatever. But she was on cycloclomid for 1 cycle. She got pregnant the first cycle. So, I'm very happy for her, but it made me sad, too, at the same time, But, anyways, I hope you guys are getting a lot of baby dust and everything else in your cycles. And I've been watching a lot of y'all. I watch y'all every day, all you different people I've subscribed to. And I know there's a lot more people I need to subscribe to and watch and everything else. But I just want to thank all you guys that are watching this. And just want to send you all love, baby dust. And I will be trying to do some tag videos soon. I've been watching a few other people, and I've just been really enjoying some of the new ones, and then some of the ones I've been watching forever, like Kelsey. I think her thing's Kelsey due in April. Maybe that's not her Facebook thing. I think it's +1 Please on YouTube, and she just had her baby yesterday, last night, and so I watched her from the very beginning when she was TTCing, so I'm very excited for her. And there's Mandy Ann. She's about to have her baby, and she could have already had it because I haven't put on Facebook or anything today to see, but she could have had it. And I watch Danielle. She's over in actually Germany, I think. I watch her a lot. And started watching Kyle Kyle Lara or something, and I like her a lot. And there's another one, and I'm sorry, I can't remember all y'all's names. But anyways, it's been just good watching all y'all. You uplift me and encourage me, and so thanks. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.